So the old pensioner next door has an unnatural fascination with what is happening in my life, since she has nothing but her telly to take up her time. I mean, you've heard of Peeping Tom? Well, I've got Busybody B, and I've gotten damn tired of her spying and sleuthing around like a wannabe Sherlock on the hunt for a heinous villain. What, you think I'm exaggerating? Ha! Last Saturday, I'm in my wee garden out back, taking advantage of the last of good weather, turning over the soil around the privacy fence that divides our plots. I'm hard at it, and all of a sudden, I get this creepy feeling like I'm being watched. I stop, look up, and spy the eye of B peeping at me through a knothole. Jesus! Does she think I'm back here burying dead bodies? The next day, I got some wood cement and filled in that knothole. And just this morning, I'm washing up my breakfast dishes, and there's B, back at it. Her spectacled eyes doing a surveillance sweep through my kitchen window. She sees me see her and ducks. Living next to a vintage voyeur sucks. What's a damn problem anyway?
I don't like that young ruffian who moved in next door. Wellington Way has always been a place for pensioners, not young bachelors set on sowing their wild seeds wherever they please. Oh, yes. Since he came at the start of summer, I've been keeping a watchful eye. I've seen the comings and goings on, his loud, gin-guzzling mates and young women traipsing in and out. Why, it's a constant parade of depravity. And I wasn't standing for it. I rang up the police station and shared my grievances in no uncertain terms. I was told someone would stop round, have a look-see. I'm still waiting. What do they care about an old woman? And I spoke to the landlord, Mr. Carruthers, a cheesy sort of chap, just chaffing at the bit for a chance to raise my rent. We cannot discriminate based on age, sex, or gender, he says, through that fake sneering smile of his. Well, Troy Nothers pays his rent on time, not like your last neighbour who did a hit skip when his rent was 2 months past due. I'm not one to let sleeping dogs lie. I'll find that deadbeat one of these days. He'll show up on the renter's radar database. His kind always do, he throws in for good measure before he makes his way down my front stoop. Disgusting cretin of a man, that Carruthers. So, that hedonist's name is Troy Nothers. He should go back from whence he came, from the wilds of Center City, I imagine. Then I would feel safe again.
So, I'm a bachelor, okay? Not necessarily on the hunt for love, but on the hunt, if you know what I mean. So it's Friday night, and I meet this girl, Nellie, at a music jam, and she's damn cute. A free spirit, retro kind of woman with a hippie chick, boho babe vibe. So we connect, and after the show, it's looking like all systems go. And we catch an Uber and head back to her place. And I'm looking forward to a little nookie with Nellie. But just as we turn a corner on my street, there they are. 3 water department vehicles, lights flashing right outside my flat. A workman flags the Uber driver down. Road closed. Water main busted at 11:01 Wellington Way. Emergency vehicle only, he says. Well, he says. But I've got to get in. That's my flat, I shout. Not tonight, you ain't, he answers as he hands off a business card. Tells me to ring up the department in the morning and to find a place to bunk until the whole mess is sorted. The Uber driver turns around and we head back to Nellie's. I call my insurance agent and leave a message.
Something awful has happened next door. Emergency repair trucks everywhere. Floodlights in the backyard. Water gushing like a geyser from the ground. It's his fault. That Nother's boy is digging. Always digging. Just like that last tenant who created a crater over there when he uprooted that lovely old tree that used to shade my hostas in summer.
Christ. I've got 3 hours sleep, my mobile is ringing. What kind of a horse's ass calls at 7 a.m. on a Saturday? Pick up. Growl a pissed off greeting. That's my insurance agent. He tells me he's going to my place straight away to assess the damage. He'll ring back later, he says. I hang up and curl up in the fetal position and try to go back into sleep mode on Nellie's too small sofa.
It's daylight now. Not that it matters. I have been up all night watching. We're still at it. Pumping water. The steady drone of the bilge pipe is maddening. Wait. They've stopped. It has gone dead. Quiet.
Nellie has gone out to the market and I'm alone, sucking down Java juice. Still haven't heard back from the insurance guy. I'm on my 3rd cuppa. Oh, I'm not getting incoming on my mobile. Not the insurance guy. I don't recognise the number. Pick up, anyhow. The person announces themselves and the purpose of the call. It's already bad, just got worse.
My nerves are shot. I feel a migraine coming on. The nausea, the searing pain in my brain, my pills. My pills, they are by the sink. I grab the bottle and a glass and turn on the faucet. Water's turned off. I down my medicine without the benefit of liquid, half choking as the pills travel down my throat. I draw the shades against the sun. I have to lie down. I have to lie down. Oh, someone is knocking at the door. Saturday morning solicitors for some charity or the other, most likely. I'm not answering the door.
So now I'm at the police station. By formal invitation to just answer a few questions, according to a certain detective inspector, Peter McMonagall. He leads off by recounting the complaint of questionable character lodged against me a few weeks back by my not-so neighbour. McMonagall wants to know if I have anything to say about that. Me? Questionable character? Where does that old crumb get off calling me out for questionable character? I'm now totally cheesed off. Do I have anything to say about her accusations? Hell yes, I count them with a tell-all about bees peeking and sneaking around. He gives me the odd look and pushes on. How long have I been a tenant at 1101 Wellington Way? 4 months, I answer. 4 months, punctuated by a constant invasion of my privacy. McMonagall excuses himself. Says he'll be back momentarily. Yeah, I know how this works. I've watched enough cop shows to know he has got an audience behind a two-way window across that room. He's going out to have a cop confab with his cronies. I use the downtime to answer texts. One from the insurance agent and the other from Nellie. No internal damage to my flat from the agent, and an invite to an omelette dinner and extended stay rights from Nellie. McMonagall is back. He issues a proclamation that my cooperation has been sincerely appreciated, and now I'm free to go. I ask him what all this is about anyway. His answer: good day, Mr. Novice. We'll be in touch. Nellie picks me up and we head back to her place. I dig the water department card out of my jacket pocket and I give him a call. A cheery woman answers. I give her my address and she looks up the status of my case. I ask her how long before I can get back to my digs. There's a hesitation before she answers. I'm sorry, sir. That won't be possible just now, she says. Her voice lowering to an almost whisper, like the prelude to telling a secret. Your flat is flagged as a crime scene. What the hell?
I have slept all day, and my jangled nerves are the better for it. I roll up the shade. The sun is making its descent. Next door, the house is dark. No signs of life. My eyes travel to the yard. Yellow crime scene tape everywhere. The police have finally come. Perhaps they have already found that miscreant boy guilty of some unimaginable crime. Bugger off. I'm coming.
I call McMonagall. He's out. I'll leave a message. It's been 3 hours and no call back. I'm wreathed up and having a rant, pacing like a caged cat in Nellie's living room. I mean, she sits on the sofa, sipping her Malbec, watching the telly on mute, captions travelling across the screen. All of a sudden, she perks up, turns up the sound. Look, she shouts. My eyes lock on the screen, and a scene I'll never forget.
And now a special STV bulletin. Authorities have arrested Mrs. B. Ludlow, who has confessed to the murder of Marlin Tisdale, her former neighbour. Tisdale had gone missing from his 1101 Wellington Way residence 6 months ago. His body was discovered yesterday when a water main broke in the yard, resulting in severe flooding which uncovered his remains. Ludlow is being held without bond. Stay tuned to STV and all the news as it happens, and for further updates on this story.
Wow. Talk about being gobsmacked. Like, there has been a dead man dirt dwelling in my yard and a murderer living next door. What are you going to do? Nellie wants to know. Move? I answer. No way am I staying at 1101 Wellington Way.